Thank you all very, very much. It's lovely to be here today. Now, I am hoping that we have managed to keep this a complete and utter surprise. And at this point, I'm going to wave at my colleagues up in the booth up there. So the Tom Isaacs Award is presented every year to a researcher who goes the extra mile to really involve people living with Parkinson's in their research. It's something that we feel is hugely important because research is stronger, more deliverable, and more likely to achieve its outcomes if it's involved and engaged people living with Parkinson's in the outcomes of that research. I'm absolutely delighted that this year's recipient is now on our screen here, Professor Oliver Bandmann. Oliver has done an extraordinary, extraordinary job, not only in terms of all he has done in the UP study, which is a mitochondrial liver disease study. My God, that was a real uphill struggle to get that one underway. But also in the way that he has built the Parkinson's Clinical Study Group in the UK that involves people with Parkinson's, but also enables industry and researchers to come to this group to make their studies stronger because it involves people with Parkinson's. So Oliver, a hugely worthy recipient. We're really so thrilled to give you this award. And Heather, I hope you will do the honours for us. Heather Mortiboys, by the way, if you don't know. Can we unmute Oliver, because you might want to say something?
I am speechless. That was a surprise.
So we do try and make this a surprise every year, and I think we have actually just managed to do that really quite well. So poor Oliver really hoped he was going to be meeting Laurie Sanders and having a really good discussion about mitochondria, but no, we've just managed to do a very good gotcha. So Laurie, maybe you'd like to come up and do a wave anyway. I promise, it was not under false pretenses.
Hey, Oliver, gotcha.
I don't know what to say. I'm delighted. This means a lot to me. I'm quite overwhelmed. Thank you. I remember Tom very well. He was an incredible inspiration. I know that so many people with acute Parkinson's got to know him so much better than I have, but he was a true inspiration to me as well. And, you know, it's lovely to meet his wife last year at the event where I spoke. I worked all day today on Parkinson's. So this morning on the network, the PDTSC application, this afternoon I did a clinic. And I met with a medical student first thing this morning to enthuse her a little more to work on this. And I think I'm quite good at that. And now I'm getting this, and I'm going out for a nice meal anyway for other reasons tonight. So thank you. And can I also say a big thank you to Cure Parkinson's, and I genuinely mean this, because it was obviously great to get a significant financial contribution to our UP study. I will never forget my trip to Richard Wise's home, where I had the pleasure to speak to him and his 3 ducks about UDCA. And I hope that contributed to the ILCT then prioritizing UDCA, which was that year then the top compound. I think it was in 2015, that made a big difference. It reassured me, it reassured the field, but it was then incredibly important for me to have not just the money, but to really have your support throughout the UP study, which made a phenomenal difference. And then I was really thinking about this again early today. I'm not making this up. The only good thing I can think of, you know, which has ever come out of COVID, as far as I'm concerned, is it gave us a bit of time to think what we actually want to do after COVID. And I remember all the conversations I had with Camille Carroll, with Tom Faltini, but also so many with with Helen Matthews and others, and from Cure Parkinson's. And that's why how we developed the idea, the concept for the UK Parkinson's Disease Clinical Studies Group. And boy, has that grown. And that really has been a success story. And, again, you just trusted us. We all felt this was the right thing to do. This was a good idea. And I also have to say it's been wonderful to get the support from everybody in the field for this, and really, really excited to now in 3 days, in 3 days, meet Andel and Per Auden, with whom I used to work in Germany. It's a small world. In the hope that we'll be forming an international, let's just call it Parkinson's Trial Consortium, for want of a better term. And that's really amazing. That's just amazing how that's developed. And it is a big journey, and all of that in the background of Tom and Camille and so many others doing amazing work with EGS Act PD. Not only that they're doing this, it's also been wonderful how they've been doing it and how they've included the whole community. And I've never experienced this before. We're all selfish in academia, or mostly. But, this was something, about 100 people put a lot of effort in over the last 3 years. And, in normal academic currency, we didn't get much out of it, or many people didn't get much out of it. But, we were all on board, because this is such an incredibly exciting thing to do. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, UDCA will be one of the three treatment arms, So that's pretty amazing.
Congratulations. And I'll WhatsApp you in a minute. Thank you very much, everyone.